Brandy.
And I'm Dorn.
Welcome to Plant-Based Alaska. Today we're going to be going over the groceries. We're going to be doing a couple product reviews, and then we're going to be discussing books that led us to this whole food plant-based lifestyle. So the recipes we have coming up is still some sweet chili sauce, the Thai curry hummus, stuffed yellow squash, zucchini and stuffing, and the massaged kale salad that we didn't do last week, so we're going to actually have that tonight for dinner. And then we'll do some veggies and hummus. And then just a mix of different stuff too.
And I just like to point out, folks, that reason why we do a recipe board for the week, we like to be prepared. We know that time could be, short for a lot of people. People are busy. But to help with this lifestyle, if you go on ahead and you plan ahead, just a couple of days in advance, just makes it easier for you.
Plan your recipes for the week. That way you're buying 1 week at a time. You're not wasting food. You're going to go through everything. If you have leftovers, then you can do a couple of days of leftovers or throwing stuff together. We had some leftovers, so I threw potatoes. I made some black rice, which I love black rice. It's nutty. Some green onions that I had cut up. Threw those on. What else did I throw in there? Some peanut sauce that was left over. Potatoes, did I say potatoes? Mix that all together. Oh, what else was in there?
There was some kale, wasn't it?
Yes.
Kale.
Mixed it all together. It was amazing. I had it for lunch yesterday at work and then came home and had it again for dinner. So finished off a bunch of those leftovers. So you can just mix things together and it'll be amazing.
Moving forward.
Groceries. So, milk. Remember I tried the hemp milk before? Was it? It wasn't the hemp milk. Wasn't my favorite. Like the oat milk. So I got 2 of them. I am really enjoying these. Not prunes.
They're figs.
Figs, thank you. I had them for the first time a week ago.
Yeah.
They're so good. So I got some more of those. We did try, so you just cook a sweet potato. You boil some blueberries and blackberries together. You could do any mixed sort of berries.
I just cook them low until they turn into like a little syrup kind of like.
And then put a little bit of cinnamon. It's amazing. I did have that for lunch one day too. I got some more green onions because I'm going to throw that on whatever. This corn is from a local farmer here in Fairbanks. I don't remember what it said at the co-op, but you can get it from the co-op market here. And we bought 4 ears last time, and it was amazing.
Delicious. Fresh.
Reminded me when I was in Nebraska as a kid and had fresh corn there. Huge difference, huge difference. And then, of course, some pecans for myself. I'm going to do a recipe with those, a dessert sort of recipe. And then roasted peanuts for my husband since he loves those.
I like to snack on them every now and then. Not too much, We got some nice fresh tomatoes. These tomatoes were from a local farmer. They were just as good too. They're fresh. Got some grapefruit, blueberries, grapefruit. Oranges. We got bananas. I like the almond milk, unsweetened, silk almond milk. It's unsweetened. I figured I'd try out these bagels, just give them a shot. They're whole food kind of vegan bagels, and I figured I'd just try them out. They're everything bagels, and we'll just see. I'll let you know how they tasted next week. They
came out of the freezer section, so I'll have to try one just because they're so different.
We did get some more vegetable broth, low sodium. I enjoy cooking with this. I saute my vegetables with this.
Greens with it.
Do my greens.
Everything.
And, I just cook vegetable soups.
It's a substitute for oil.
Yes, it is. It is. We also got some more quinoa. We love the quinoa. It's a good protein source. It's excellent to eat. Good. Sometimes you might not want to do white rice. You could have quinoa for breakfast and, use that instead of using white rice. And we have my wife's black rice. She loves this black rice.
I love it.
Enjoys it. It's got a nutty flavor. It's
so
delicious.
Good.
It's good.
Never tried it. They call it the forbidden rice, which then makes it even funner. It's forbidden, so then you have to eat it.
Yeah. And we did get another waffle maker. Basically every Sunday, this is something that we've been incorporating, especially since we've been going to the or not going to, but we're watching like Plant Stock, and we read from the Esselsons. Basically, they have waffles every Sunday, so we figured we incorporate that into our daily or our weekly functions.
Yes, we crush on the Esselstyn, so we like to do like they do.
And the reason why we had to get another waffle maker, we got tired of whoever was making the waffles had to wait to eat a waffle. So we got 2 waffle makers now, so we can both
each get a hot waffle at the same time.
Sit down and eat it together.
Eat it while the second one's cooking.
It's delicious.
And so for that recipe, it's a super easy recipe, the Prevent Reverse Heart Disease Cookbook. This is our favorite one. It's just a ripe banana, 1 ripe banana, 1 cup of old-fashioned oats, half a cup of nut milk, your choice, or non-dairy milk, 2 tablespoons of ground flax seeds or chia seeds, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and the zest of an orange, or half an orange. We like a whole orange.
So good. You blend it all together.
In a food processor.
Yeah, and then you just put them in the waffle maker, and the waffles come out perfect. They're just delicious. So.
And we have 4 bananas ready to go for tomorrow. They're getting nice and spotted up, so they'll be nice and sweet.
Good and right. Good and right. All natural, folks. All natural.
So the recipe, I mean, the total for today
is $141.28 for
That's
all.
for everything, including the waffle maker. And then, so let's go over some of the products. We had a zester before. We thought this was exciting, this was doing stuff. And then the Esselstyns were talking about a microplane. Once you use the microplane, you're going to give this away to somebody. I'm going to put it in one of the spare rooms, and then when somebody needs a zester, I'll give it to them. This is the only tool you'll need. It is amazing how much it zests. Tovolo. We have the mini Tovolo and the large Tovolo. This is the only tool that you're going to need for your KitchenAid mixer, for your Cuisinart food processor. It's going to get everything out. You got the hard end and the soft end. Of course, Esselstyn recommended that. And so some of the books that got us started, the first book was Eat to Live by Dr. Joel Fuhrman. And so Dorn had brought that home, and we went and got the cookbook. And of course you can see there's lots of tabs in there. We've made at least 50% of the recipes in there. And every time we did, he would come down almost completely off of his medication. We would both lose weight. We'd be feeling amazing. And then we'd go back to the standard American diet.
Hamburgers, cheeseburgers.
Pizzas. Yeah. That's what you know. That's what you grew up with. That's what you're used to. So we did this 2 times. And then the 3rd time was the charm.
And the thing about Dr. Joel Fuhrman, he is a doctor, medical doctor. A lot of these doctors, Caldwell Esselstyn, Joel Fuhrman, Michael Gray, all these doctors have done the scientific studies to show that eating a plant-based lifestyle can enhance your
reverse disease, promote health.
Can enhance your life. Yeah. And it's just amazing that it's true. I mean, I'm a living witness to it. It's really true if you put your mind to it. It's not easy because you have to take baby steps on this journey. But in the long run, you will feel better. You'll have more energy, and you'll have more cognitive thinking. You'll feel better. And it's
energy level will be up.
It will be up.
We did baby steps, I think, the first couple times with Eat to Live. And then the 3rd time around, I had read The Crispy Cancer. And this book was the book that set me over the edge. It's like, this is happening. This is where the train's going. And thankfully, Dorn got on that train. But I got rid of the Cheerios. I got rid of the syrups. Just all the processed, the crap. Calorie-rich and processed foods.
To clean the whole house out.
I did. We needed it.
I come home, I was looking for my strawberry syrups, and it was gone.
And milk.
Yeah.
Gone. So this was the book that was the game changer for me, that really put me, this led me to it. Eat to Live by Dr. Joel Fuhrman, and then The Crispy Cancer was the deal sealer for me. And then what was the book that did it for you?
My Beef with Meat by Rip Esselstyn. His father is Dr. Caldwell Esselstyn, and this book is just I call it my layman's term Bible. You know, basically what it does, it just breaks it down. It doesn't get into heavy words or anything like that. It's very simplistic, and it tells you about how to reverse your diseases like diabetes and heart disease and other ailments you might have.
High cholesterol.
High cholesterol.
My husband had all 3 of those. He has none of those now.
I had psoriasis, folks, and
he did.
Changing my
diet
on
his eye and his ear.
It just changed everything, and my skin is cleared up. It's just an excellent book, and I recommend it. Everyone should have a copy of this book. You get it online, Amazon, or go to your local bookstore. And you get this book, I guarantee you it will change your life. It will tell you about the disease that you have or any of the diseases you have, and it will break it down to you perfectly.
In real simple terms. Yeah,
Very simple.
he does a great job of taking all his father's research and studies as a doctor, and he just breaks it down into layman terms.
And he also has some recipes in here, which leads to the next book that we use as a cookbook.
There are some in there.
We have some cookbook recipes that are in here that we have in the cookbook she's about ready to explain.
The only two cookbooks you need in your life are Prevent and Reverse Heart Disease Cookbook and the Engine 2 Cookbook. When COVID started, we tried to do a little mission of going through this whole book. We still haven't made it through. There's not one recipe in either one of these that we haven't liked. There's a spring roll wrap in there that I was never big on spring rolls. But I learned from watching Plant Stock, I was soaking them too long and then they turned kind of gummy. So I need to just soak them in a little bit of water. And these are the brown rice spring roll wrappers. And now they're amazing. Who would have known? I never liked spring rolls before until the Esselstyn's made it.
In these books, they have like different like sauces you can put on your spring rolls and different
the
sauces.
Peanut sauce, I think, is in this one.
Yeah, different recipes for salad dressings rather than using
hummus,
standard oil, and eggs and dairy in your mayonnaises or in your salad dressings. These books have all those recipes in there, and I'm guaranteeing you folks you will enjoy the flavors. There's so many.
And once you eat like this, you have a more sophisticated palate, like we like to say, a more sophisticated palate, and you're not just tasting the salts and the sugars and the fats. Who knew that there were so many flavors out there? We were completely missing out before eating the standard American diet, the SAD diet. What a difference.
Seasoning your foods with things like cardamom or thyme.
When we first started, we didn't even realize all the seasonings that were out there.
Curries and just a host of different seasonings, and they make your food taste good. Food has natural sodium in it, and you don't have to worry about putting salt on your foods, and you feel healthy.
You salt on nothing.
Keeps your blood pressure down. It just makes you feel good. You have energy after you eat instead of getting that itis.
Yes, if you get the itis, that's not a good thing. The other one is this comes out every quarter, Forks Over Knives magazine. We get it from usually Co-op or even Barnes & Noble. And this has a bunch of great recipes in it. So we'll pop a recipe in from here too.
And people think that when you eat this lifestyle that, what is there to eat? You're eating like a rabbit or this and that.
That's rabbit food.
All these scientists, But, if you want to cut down on your underlying health issues,
if you want to feel better, live longer, and have more energy,
just try it. I guarantee you'll feel better.
You can eat to live or you can eat to die, is what I say. It's that simple. That's a little graphic for some people.
She says that you can pay the farmer or you can pay the pharmacist or the doctor.
Yeah, you can, exactly.
You know why?
If a doctor has you come in and he puts you on a pill, he'll see you once every 3 months for a checkup. If he tells you to go home and eat fruits and vegetables or a whole food plant-based diet, he's not going to see you again. Yeah. So
I call that weaponized healthcare, folks. I'm not trying to get political or anything, but I just think that before you get into taking medications and spending all your money on medications, why not just go on ahead and just buy an orange?
We used to spend $150 a month on his medication. Yeah. Now we spend it on groceries. Organic. Because we can now. Because we don't have to pay the pharmacist.
You can save, and it's just good for the environment. You're eating this plant-based food here. You don't have to worry about leaving a carbon footprint. Just try it, folks. Just give it a shot. That's all I can say, and you'll feel good.
Anything else we want to talk about, husband? Oh, we didn't talk about the berry sauce.
Don't. Let's talk about that real quick. We're not going to hold you up much.
Yes. So this was Alaska Wild Birch Water. We tried it, but I really wanted the jar, and it was $5, so definitely worth trying. It was okay. But the berry sauce for our waffles, we just take like mixed berries, add just a touch of maple syrup, cook it on the stove for 15 minutes.
A teaspoon,
and then,
folks. A teaspoon of maple syrup.
What did I say, a tablespoon?
You said a touch.
Oh.
A touch. Just a teaspoon,
I don't measure it. I do this. A touch. That's what a touch is. And then just put it in an immersion blender, and then we put it in here, and oh, it's perfect. Once you have this, you'll never go back to like regular, I don't want to say, junky syrup, essentially. This is so much better. The flavors of everything, you're really going to get to taste them when you take out the salts and the saturated fats and all the junk, all the processed, all the crap, calorie rich and processed.
Yeah. Hey, your blood pressure will be good, and your bowel movements will be spectacular.
And your energy level will be through the roof. Oh, A1C. So my A1C is 4.8.
Mine's is 5.6.
So I'm killing it.
So folks, just give it a shot, give it a try. We're not going to hold you much longer. We just want you to remember that nothing tastes as good as being healthy feels. Shout out to all my relatives, my partners, all of my family. I love you guys. We love you. And you guys have a great day.